coming home to visit my bed, my homeland. Inate uthum asana chwamat. But to the ancestors, Nate uthum asana stlana, meaning the ancient grounds. So they have two different ways of saying it. And I'm just so appreciating my ancestors, my grandmother, my grandfather, who told me these stories. They'd say, I hope you're listening, because if you open your ears and it stops instead of flying through the other ear like a wind, and then you'll say, oh, what was that teaching about? I only remember a little bit. No, but if you stop and listen, drink it in while they're telling you you love them and you adore them and you want to hear every word they said, then when you get older, you'll say, oh, now I know why they told me that. And so it's joy and a mixture of happiness, and it feels good. And there's times when you'll grieve, because my family actually who lived here, they're all passed on. They're not here, but they live within us. It's part of our spirit. You know, they'll never die. We used to walk here barefoot and walk as many bays as we could, swim when we felt like it. There was nobody watching, and we just had our freedom. I'm used of the traditional foods, had the proper oils in it, like cod and rock cod, ducks, the mer ducks, and the seal. My uncle used to hunt seal. There's very little though now. They call us First Nations because we're first to the land, and we have stories that relate to that origin. So I think of those memories and all what they taught us in traditional ways of our people. It's important to talk about those traditional ways. The memories there, it's in the land. I relate to it when I'm looking at it. I didn't dig it up. I didn't plow it. I didn't destroy it. I walked on it, enjoyed it, felt it on my bare feet. That's the beauty you can't take away. And it's still ours. We own this land. We're the first peoples in our stories that tell us we belong here and you'll never displace us. I could die tonight or tomorrow, but my story will live on. We have a horrible history with residential schools. I didn't experience it. I experienced the richness of living in our homes in the community. Indian agent was trying to get my mom to sign us to residential school. She resisted and she answered back to him, which you don't do. They put you in jail if you didn't go to school. The parents would end up in jail. She wrote a letter back and she said, my daughters, I have 5 of them. I want them to go to school, but I'm going to choose where they're going. They're not going into the residential school. My mom's mom, Margaret, she taught us to enjoy who we are as First Nation. My grandfather was the same. He said if you can relate to your history, it helps you to have a richness. So that way you don't have money, but you're rich in your stories and your history. The people's history is still here, and we can come back and reconnect to it. Touch the land and touch the water and hear the ocean. You have to stop talking for a little bit and listen to the waves, and that'll heal your spirit. oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, 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 hey, oh, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, oh, oh. And that's the canoe song. We did our journey. You say the word journey, but it's in that song. So when you paddle to go to the other place, you get on your canoe and you sing that song, and it gives you energy, because it's hard work to get from one point to the other. Hi, Chuck. Hi, Chuck. Whoever you pass in your life, it should be a good meeting.